Who's Watching Oliver? A title that immediately gained my attention because my daughter's name is Oliver. And when I saw it, I was like, me! I'm watching Oliver. So I've seen this pop up here and there, and every time I've seen this title pop up and anyone's opinion on it, it is always like, oh man, this movie's really fucked up and it's graphic and it's gory and this and that. Now, I will say up front that I'm not the average bear for sure. I am a little desensitized, to say the least. I've seen a Serbian film, and I've seen it all essentially. I went through that phase. I think we all do as horror fans. We go through that couple year or longer phase where you get into like hardcore shit and you want to push the boundaries and go out and seek out the crazy stuff, the Burning Moon and the August Underground and the guinea pigs and all that shit. And you watch them and you just really like push your limits of what you can stand and whatnot. So I have been desensitized, there's no doubt about it. And I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know anything about the movie. I saw the cover. It was really fucking goofy. It's this goofy ass guy holding like a hammer or something. And you're just like, okay, it looked like a comedy. And honestly, like, now, please hear me out here before people start fucking attacking me and being like, this isn't funny. Okay, that's fine. But it really felt like a comedy to me when I was watching it. I can only talk to the film as it's presented to me and how I can interpret it. Because is the subject matter in the film grotesque and you know, really, you know, fucked up? Yes, absolutely. 100%. If this stuff was happening in real life, it would be absolutely horrendous in every imaginable way. I'm not going to say it wouldn't be. Of course it would be. But the way it's presented. So there's this kid, if you don't want to, you know, have any spoilers for the film, I was okay with it. I don't know. And I'll get into my feelings as it goes on here. But I had some serious issues with it. But there's this guy, his name is Oliver, and his mother likes to watch him fuck women, rape them. That's what she wants on a computer screen. She is in a Skype call, and he, you know, he's in like Thailand, and he goes and he picks up freaking hookers or whatever, and he brings them back to his place, and he either knocks them out or ties them up or whatever, and the mom makes him fuck them in front of her as she says really nasty shit and whatnot. That sounds horrendous. As I'm saying it, I'm like, oh my God, that is the description of it. But it's the way it's done. Oliver is so goofy. He is so goofy. He talks like Tim Roth, but he's like this nerdy, unattractive, freaking mouth breather. He's always got his mouth hanging open. And then he sticks out his front teeth and they're all crooked, and he's got his glasses and his hair is always fucked up, and he dresses like a stereotypical nerd. You know, the only thing he's missing is like a fucking pocket protector. And it's so hard to take him seriously throughout this movie. So much so that I'm telling you that this was meant to be a comedy. It's comedic to me. I was watching this and laughing, and it's stuff that I was like, I shouldn't be laughing at this. Kind of reminds me of that movie Happiness. I laughed my ass off during that movie. It's meant to be funny, but it's dark. It's dark material. Holy shit. You ever want to see a really fucked up movie that you don't want to laugh at, but you can't help it because it's funny? It's fucked up, funny, but it's funny. This is one of those things. And the mom, oh my God, Oliver's mom in this movie is just, it's such bad acting from the woman that when she's like she's trying to be this nasty woman and she's yelling stuff at the screen, Mom, do you have a dream? Fuck you! And then she hangs up, and just the stuff she's yelling while he's raping these women and the way her performance, it's comedic. I can't help but laugh. And as I said, it's a mother that's forcing her full-grown possibly mentally handicapped son to rape women in front of her as she probably masturbates or at least gets off in some way. It's fucked up for sure. And you shouldn't be laughing, but the way it's presented, it's funny. It's like, this is ridiculous. This is so stupid. Like, it's, because as I said, if it was presented in a different way, if it had a better actress and it had a character that wasn't so goddamn goofy, I would be sitting there like, holy shit, man, this is rough. As far as gore goes, there's no fucking gore in this movie. There's blood and there's rape, but there's no gore. There's nobody being hacked up. There's no body parts being removed. Not that you see. I think someone gets cut up, but we don't see their body parts or anything. So gore, I don't know what the fuck people are talking about. There's no gore. There's blood. Blood ain't gore. So anybody who calls blood gore for me is like, you have to have meat, okay? I have to see intestines. I have to see eyeballs. I have to see some part of the body outside of blood. And okay, another thing, here's my biggest complaint. And I was talking about this in the thread of my post that I made on my Facebook group, and this is the most, I can't get past this for some reason. I should have been able to just take this as a joke, because it's a silly film. It really is. It's a fucking silly film. And this shouldn't have bothered me as much as it did, but fuck, dude. Okay, let's take a look at something really quick. Look at this girl. Yeah, that girl is going after this guy the entire fucking movie for no reason at all. This girl, this guy. I'm supposed to buy this shit. He's just sitting in some like Thailand Disneyland. Disney Thailand? I don't know. He's just sitting there. Goofy, ugly fucking idiot with a camera. Looks like, a retarded tourist. And he's just sitting there. And she's just circling him at the place and observing for a second and then coming and just being very pushy and coming on to him, and fucking everything is started by, it's bullshit, okay? It's absolute ridiculous nonsense. Throughout the whole fucking rest of the movie, she's accepting of all these things and she's there, and the way it ends, fuck off, okay? That chick and this guy has got to be the most suspension of disbelief a film has ever asked of me. Okay, that might be exaggerating a little, but it really annoyed me when I was watching this with my brother, and I was just like, dude. And we were laughing about it because I kept sending him pictures of the girl. And here's the thing too, because you could be like, oh, well, a girl in a movie, because you could look at these pictures and be like, well, in the movie, maybe she isn't anywhere near as attractive, and maybe he, some guys aren't that attractive, but in the movie, they make him more attractive. No. In the movie, I'm talking about in the context of the film. In the context of the film, she is still as hot as the pictures I just showed you, and he looks like that in the movie. So it's not like it's these actresses and actors that are, playing new roles and different. No, I'm presenting them how they are seen essentially in the film. She is that hot in the movie. Yes, these are a little more provocative of pictures, but she looks the same, and he looks like that. It's fucking ridiculous. She's chasing after him, and it's for no reason. It could be like, oh, well, he did something. He garnished her attention by doing this, or he was doing something so interesting that she had to come over and be, like, oh, what are you doing? And this and that. And he won her over. He has no fucking personality in this movie at all. He can barely even speak. Every time he tries to speak, he's like stuttering, and he has no social skills in the slightest. He's fucking like, oh my God, it's ridiculous. The mom. So I actually kind of enjoyed the movie because I was laughing, but as I said, I sat there laughing thinking, I don't think I'm supposed to be laughing. I don't think that this is supposed to be comedic. But then I was watching and I'm like, this has to be a comedy. It just has to be. I don't see it any other way. So at first I was thinking maybe I shouldn't be laughing, and then when I was watching more of it, I was like, no, this is on purpose. This is supposed to be a dark comedy. I'm sure people, because of how horrible the subject matter, will take it a different way, but no, this is a joke. And as a joke, I can take that girl going after that guy fine. If they're trying to sell this as a serious fucking movie where I'm supposed to like feel the dramatic parts of it, like where he's crying and the love between her and him, and then the screwed up relationship between the mom and the son, and the mom's dramatic performance, fuck that. No way. If I'm going to look at this as a serious film, it's horrible. If I'm going to look at this as a comedy, it's pretty funny. So you can think I'm fucked up for finding this funny with the subject matter that's at hand here, but I laughed. So in order to enjoy the film, I'm going to take it in that way. And there you go. And let's end again with this girl.